as you've seen, I did tag another LED onto here. Unfortunately, it looks like our color changing LED actually lost its pizzazz as we did that because it's actually not getting enough voltage. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut this other LED off of here. And let's see if it returns back to normal. Yeah, so I think that looks a lot better. So I'm just going to go ahead and return that back to normal. And we will do without this extra LED. Together, and as the heat shrink wrap was drying, the LED actually went out. It's not supposed to be out, but if you see I press here, it comes back on. So what this more likely means is one of our solder points actually came off in this lower region right here. So I'm gonna have to dissect this, but I am gonna do it off camera, but I'm gonna go ahead and open that up and repair it. So we have it all repaired now. It's pretty nice looking.
get to the bottom of the problem, you have to look to the bottom of the lake at East Fork State Park.
Well, it's a perfect day to be out here on East Fork Lake.
For us with the plan to remove trees near East Fork State Park.
I'm at the East Fork Wildlife Area. We're less than 100 feet from the edge. The Asian longhorn beetle was discovered again.
So we're out here by a river, and we were just looking through the wildflowers and just kind of admiring them, and we actually found something cool. So I wasn't planning on talking in this video aside from the voiceover at the beginning, just to tell you where we are at and what we're exploring, but we came across this. So what this is a geocache. So geocaches are a hobby where people take things, put them in there, and they're almost like time capsules. If you ever did time capsules in school, they're kind of like that. But the deal with geocaches is somebody takes something and then somebody else puts it in. So you put something of yours in and take something that somebody else had put in at another time, and so forth. So this is a geocache, and I'm not really I'm not into this hobby at all, really. So I don't really understand it to a large extent. We have taken place in a couple of them, and one of them is actually here, but this is not the one. This is actually a brand new one. So we're going to open this up and just see what we find inside of here. And I don't have anything to leave, but I'm just kind of curious of what we actually find in here. And hopefully you can hear me. Hopefully the audio is okay. It looks like this one is a bit different than any one I've ever seen. I've never seen anybody chain stuff up, so this is actually a really cool design. Looks like you have the option of locking it, but obviously it's not locked. Okay, so this is pretty cool. So they just have a Hello Kitty thing in here. Then they have a lighter, which I don't know why you would need that, but maybe somebody just had a lighter. Now this is actually a really cool part, which it's supposed to be in the plastic bag, at least from the ones we've seen. So when you take something out, you actually put the date that you took it out and what you put in, and then you can also sign it. And you have all of these. So judging by this one's a fairly new cache. So it's pretty cool. So let's see when this was started. So this was started in 4/22/2018, which for a cache is pretty new. There's actually another one in this park that I think is like 7 or 8 years old, but we'll probably get to that here in this video or possibly in part 2. But just wanted to show that to you guys. And then we heavily stocked the other cache. Even though I'm not into the hobby, I just think it's kind of fun to do. We did heavily stock the other one. This one kind of looks like it needs it as well, so we're gonna mark down the location. I'm gonna go ahead and set that back here, and I'm kind of curious what's in here. So I'm not really sure what that is, but I like it. Looks like all the cards, and so it looks like if you have trouble getting in the lock, this is the combination, and on the front it just has all the deck of cards. So that is pretty cool. This is a really cool little cache we just found. Really cool find because we've never been back in this part of the woods. So that's really cool we were to find that. And now we understand the need for the lock. So just wanted to share that with you guys. I'm going to tuck this back in. And let's get back to hiking. So we're at the second geocache, and if you look behind me, there is actually the dam, which if you listen, you could probably hear it. So the dam's right back there, and then that massive hill that you seen earlier, that's right behind the dam. That is all right here. So all these woods go down, and then you have that dam and all that stuff, so that was right here. But the geocache I want to show you is right here inside this log. And also I kind of want to brag a bit because I did walk up that hill. It wasn't super easy, but it was a task and it was fun. Okay, so this is the geocache, which the Woody doll, or I shouldn't say doll, the little figurine of Woody actually came from this exact cache. And we left a bunch of Halloween stuff here last year, right before Halloween, and cleaned out the cache and did a bunch of other maintenance stuff to it. So I'm kind of curious what all is in here. I'm going to take this right over here. Kind of curious to see if anything's got switched out or if this stuff's in here. So we left that. So it looks like that's still in here. There's more Halloween stuff we put in here. So let's go ahead and look right inside the book and then see how many people have found it since us. So this one's really interesting because if you look, this started in 03. So really cool stuff. So it's been going for a while. So I'm gonna see how many people have found this since us. If I can even find our entry. Okay, so there you go. I even signed it, GhostFire Electronics. A little promo there. Promoting even when I'm off. So it doesn't look like anybody signed this geocache since us. Oh well. Still pretty cool to come back and actually see this geocache. But yeah. Nobody's found it since us. So I'm going to seal this back up. And we'll just go ahead and go through some of the stuff that's in here. So we have this, and then this is where we placed all of the stuff. This is like all the dolls, Shrek stuff. I remember Shrek being in here. So as you can see, it's all the way through here. So not Shrek, I guess Fiona. Some little army men dudes. There's a Barbie doll. People started putting business cards, badges. This guy, he tends to have it rough, I'm guessing. I'm gonna get a more comfortable seat here. Break a log while I'm at it. Okay, so there's the other piece of that guy. Oh yes, and we left this. So this was on our keychain for a very, very long time. And we left it here. So it's in there. And here is a baby Shrek. Which actually looks like he's electronic. So I didn't see that last time, but kind of curious. So it doesn't appear to be working, but made by McDonald's in 2007. So I'm kind of curious if that's repairable. Wish I had something to actually leave behind to take that back. Oh, and this guy, he's cool too. I may run to my car and then see if there's anything I can leave behind and take these two guys. I'm gonna set these aside. Just because I'm curious if we can circumvent him, and that guy's just too cool. Okay, so then we left this. So we got it at a dollar store, and you know, just kind of fun. But this is all towards Halloween time. At this point, I'm going to go ahead and put everything back. And if you're wondering what all this other stuff inside here is, this is a whole bunch of birthday stuff. So I guess if you're ever in need for birthday stuff, you can find a geocache, and it might have some birthday stuff in there for you. I'm having some trouble sealing this up, but I just wanted to share the second geocache with you. So if you ever see one of these things, it's absolutely really cool, and it's kind of like a fun little hobby. I'm not personally into it, but as you see, I kind of partake in it. It's just a fun little hobby to do. So if you're ever out in the woods and you see something like this, you know, obviously exercise caution, but it very well may be a geocache. Just make sure of it before you go trying to open it or anything like that, that it's nothing sinister or, you know, what have you. But just wanted to share that with you guys, and I'm going to go and pack everything up here, and I'm going to run to the car and see if I have anything to switch out with that. So I went ahead and looked around on my person and found I have a key lanyard. So I'm just going to leave that in exchange for those two. And I've put a massive amount of Halloween stuff in here. I've cleaned the cache. So cache people, if you're watching, I think we're even, but I'm gonna leave this. Hello, so we actually found another geocache box. So we are very, very deep into East Fork. We've found morels today. We found a bunch of different stuff. It's been a spectacular day, but we actually found a geocache box out here in the middle of nowhere. So we're gonna go ahead and check out what's inside of this, just for fun. So you can see, like we talked about earlier, here's another notebook. So people can actually like write down what they have in here, and we have a pencil in here as well. And I'm guessing this one's found a lot more frequently, although there's not much in here. We have some band-aids, a glow stick, a pencil, pennies, little magnet. So it's still a pretty cool find, but there definitely is not a lot of stuff in here. And I'm guessing this is found quite a bit, just because this is right off of the trail. Ooh, you have a fraction thing in the back, just in case you want to get mathematical out here. So let's see the last time somebody found it. I think that's that person's phone number, but don't call them. Looks like this was pretty recent. 4/12/2020 was the last time somebody actually signed it. So this is actually 4/25/2020. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna sign it. We don't have anything to really leave in here, and there's really nothing to take out. So we are just gonna go ahead and sign our names, and that is it. So out in the woods, my phone actually died, so I didn't get to record this, but I found this little dude hiking back. I thought he was pretty cool, which is kind of funny because this is the second time I've actually found a like action figure or anything I'm going to be putting in. The other one I will show you here in a second, but this dude's movable, and he looks like he's been out there for quite some time, but you know, now he's definitely going to be going on the table. So pretty happy to see him. Obviously going to clean them off first. And the second one, I found this guy before. Funny enough, the same exact woods in a totally different place though. And then I obviously did some acrylic paint to him after cleaning him up and everything. But super cool find. Just thought I'd share that with you. Now he is semi-cleaned up. I scrubbed him for a while, but really couldn't get him much better than that. And you can see there is some damage on him, which I'm guessing is done just by sitting in the sun for quite some time. And yeah, so the story we are going to go with is he was aboard the Death Star as it blew up. So if anybody asks you, just go ahead and tell them that. But with that, I bid you guys farewell. Hope you guys have an awesome day, and I will talk to you later.